Now, Environment Canada already issuing special weather statements for the snow, the mixed precipitation, and it is widespread throughout Ontario and even southern Quebec. Now, let's take a look at Sunday's conditions. You can see 2 degrees in Toronto. Everywhere is sort of hovering around that freezing mark. So again, it could be that mixture of freezing drizzle, that rain, and then that snow throughout northeastern and northwestern Ontario. But for the GTA, really looking at that mix for the snow, for the rain and drizzle as well, the freezing rain. And Jacqueline has more on the different types of precipitation. Now, this is a very heartwarming story about a group of people that helped to rescue this young deer in distress. It happened in northern New Brunswick. These friends snowmobiling when they noticed the young deer on the ice that was hungry and cold, and well, they banded together to help save the deer. Happy Saturday. I'm Marta Czurylowicz. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Let's talk about the forecast conditions. Above seasonal for parts of southern Ontario. You can see that here with Toronto at 4 degrees this afternoon. For this time of year, it should be closer to -1. Now, looking at extreme southwestern Ontario in Windsor, it's 6 degrees, and in London, it's 5 degrees. So we're going to stay warm tomorrow as well. However, there is this wintry mix that's coming, and this system is going to be bringing that heavy snow, freezing rain, and even ice storm potential in through parts of Cottage Country and east of Lake Superior. Now, there will be freezing rain in through the GTA. Take a look at this. We're breaking it down into timing. Sunday morning, you can see it starts off as rain, but that little swath of pink right there just outside of the GTA, that is freezing drizzle and freezing rain. Now, Environment Canada has already issued special weather statements for areas inclusive of the GTA and for that rainfall. Now, taking a look at the freezing rain risk Sunday into Monday, again, areas just around the GTA, you could see Highway 6, Highway 401 impacted by this freezing rain, and that's into Monday as well. Ice pellet accumulation, which of course could cause some power outages as it makes the power lines much heavier. Taking a look at the snowfall outlook, although there's no snow for southern Ontario, there is quite a bit of snow throughout Ontario. Taking a look at the forecast conditions for tomorrow afternoon, 2 degrees in Toronto, hovering right around that freezing mark. So again, could be that potential for some freezing drizzle. Here's Mark Robinson with more on salt. Good morning, I'm Marta Czurylowicz. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Let's talk about the forecast conditions for Ontario. For today, it's going to be above seasonal. For this time of year, it should be closer to -1, but you can see in Toronto, it is 4 degrees, London 5 degrees, and in Windsor, 6 degrees by this afternoon. So definitely feeling a bit warmer than it should. However, on Sunday, there is going to be a messy system that's coming through, bringing with it some of that heavy rain, freezing rain, and ice pellets through some areas. Now, let's take a look. Environment Canada already issuing a special weather statement for along the shores of Lake Superior. Again, in through parts of the GTA as well. That's where you could see some of that freezing rain mix. Now, looking at that freezing rain risk throughout, again, lots of that swath pink covered for that freezing rain risk, but then again the ice pellet accumulation, and that's in through southern parts of Quebec where you can really see that. But again, snow is going to be part of this story as well. In through the Atlantic, well, there's another system that's bringing some of that snowfall in through Newfoundland, and then there's going to be that wraparound snowfall continuing through Sunday and even into Monday. Some areas could see up to 15 centimeters of snow, including parts of the Avalon. Now, taking a look at the conditions, looking fairly seasonal. St. John 0 degrees with that snow icon, and a quick look at the west where these rounds of rain continue. What kind of plants are good for the winter? Take a look.